Hello, beautiful human. How are you? Damir here. And in today's video, I would love to share, I will share one of my favorite strategies that I've learned back in the days from neuro-linguistic programming. And I call it the replacement strategy. I don't actually know how the technique is called, but look at it this way. This all goes based on premises how to win easier in life, right? Life does not have to be so complicated. Yes, it's challenging. Yes, some things are hard, but it does not have to be that way. Now, think of this just for a moment. Our minds, my mind, your mind, whatever, it thinks like they've been said that there's around 70,000 thoughts per day or 80,000, 90,000. I don't know, but there is a lot of thoughts. And you and I both know it's just going, it's just, the mind is just going, it's doing its own thing. And the way how it works, if you don't really pay attention, it gets triggered, and that automatically that trigger leads to a thought, whether it's good or bad, and you know things happen. Now, while the mind is working, this is my strategy for you, which I would love you to adapt it. Why not give it a job to work for you? Right? So I'll repeat it. Why not give it a job to work for you? Because I don't know if you know, but this, the mind, our mind is basically like a supercomputer. Whatever you put in and press enter, it will come up with some kind of an answer. So while it's working, what I like to do, I like it to ask a question to bring me something. So how can I grow my business even more or even easier? How can I have more time? How can I do what I love even more? Because when you ask a question, you do two things. First, you say it, you already have it. How can I have even more time? So mind hears, oh, you have time. How can I have even more? And then it goes and finds you that. So you might get an answer right now. You might get it in 2, 3 minutes, 5 hours, or the next day. It doesn't matter. But also the double whammy with it is when you ask it a question, it will it will get you the answer, right? And the other thing, it will quiet the mind. Harder the question, less thoughts it is. It just goes. You can literally ask it how many grains of sand in the world, and I don't know the answer, but you'll find a way. If you ask it, it will come up with it. So I call this the replacement strategy. And it's very simple. If you say, I want to eat healthier, you're not going to stop eating. You're going to replace, let's say, junk food. I'm not saying you're eating junk food, but let's say someone is. We replace a food for better food. So with thinking is the same. Doesn't matter if it's a negative thought or whatever thought, you can replace it, right? You can direct it. So while the mind is working, I literally direct it to more of what I want, to more of things that will bring me the things that are aligned with my core value, like more control, more time, more life, more enjoyment, more whatever. So it's a very simple strategy you can use too in your life, for business, for anything. You can even ask any question you want. Just make sure it's obviously directed towards something you really want, toward your core values, and something you want to find solution to or get more of. So let's say you have a project that's hard and challenging and you don't want to do it. You can simply ask, hey, how can I do more of easier projects? How can I simplify this? How can this project become easier or even better? How can I do projects that are very simple and easy? How can I do even more projects that bring me more money and more time while I work less? And believe it or not, but I challenge you to try it, it will come up with something. So please use this strategy. It's the simplest thing in the world, because remember, we think anyway, right? So the mind will come up with things randomly. So if we don't think for ourselves, then it will come up with whatever. So while it's thinking, why not work in our own benefit? So I know you get this. It's very simple. Use it. I use it literally every day. It works like magic. It quiets the mind down. And the best of all, it comes back with, with a bunch of solutions that you might not have been thinking of. So play with it, see how you go, and let me know. Cheers and bye bye.